All right, good afternoon. I want to do a quick review of my new processor, the Kaby Lake Intel 7700K processor, brand new for Q1 for 2017. This is the Corsair 600D case. I have the Corsair AX1200. Sorry about the dust. That is a GTX 1060 Founders Edition video card. The new Intel newer 600p 240 gigabyte M2 SSD. That is Corsair Dominator Platinum memory, rated at 2800 megahertz. The H100i closed loop cooling system, and the Asus Z270 Killer SLI AC wireless, which I believe is specific only for Newegg, as well as of course the 7700K processor, picked up for about $350. The motherboard itself was on sale at Newegg for $120, as well as the 600p was $90, and the Dominator memory was about $100. So all in all, this upgrade set me back about $850, including a new version of Microsoft Windows 10. All right, so let's see the startup time. So we're completely off right now. Go ahead and hit the power. See how quickly we can get a startup screen. This part right here, while it initializes, the BIOS is definitely the longest. Once the BIOS, there it goes, kicks in. The whole process after that is pretty quick. I'm not sure right now how to trim that time down. And there you have it. But let's actually open it up. Okay. And let's just see how long it takes to actually open a fairly demanding app. We'll click StarCraft. At startup, I'm running super anti-spyware as well as malware bytes. There you go. Pretty quick. I already went ahead and ran a couple 3D marks. Ran 3D Mark 11 as well as the newer updated 3D Mark. Just show you some of the benchmarks that are fairly typical. Alright, there we go. So now we're logged in. So that's the Time Spy, the 3D Mark Basic. That's the free one. So there's my score, 4,341. The reason the score is so low is because it's a different one compared to the other benchmarks out there. So as you can see, 40% better than all the results. This is just very standard. Non-overclocked processor, non-overclocked. Running standard core specs, very basic, you know. There we go. It always is interesting to see how your computer compares with other computers out there running similar specs. And then now we have 3D Mark Performance, 3D Mark 11. A little bit older, but I've had it for a few years, so I kind of use that to compare how this computer compared to computers that I've had in the past. I upgraded from the 4930K processor, which was the 2011 chipset. So definite, or sorry, chip 2011 LGA 2011 chip. Definitely a little bit of performance increase, about a 10% performance increase if you compare the two. Let's run these two right here as a comparison, and then you can kind of see the 3D Mark score, graphics score, physics score, combined score, and then a graphics test as well, which is interesting. Same motherboard, I'm sorry, not same motherboard, same graphics card, but a different processor and different memory, and a different solid state drive. And there you have it. Oh, and a little bit upgraded the driver. That's when I ran this right when I received the Founders Edition GTX 1060, and then of course this was just a couple days ago. Different clock frequencies. This was a 12 thread 6-core processor versus a 8-thread 4-core processor. There you go.